Scope.
An overnight battle against a snowstorm does little good for Omaha, Nebraska. After 9.5 inches of blowing snow, the word is stay inside. The storm is now heading into the Midwest. Severe weather with heavy rain leaves this flooded scene in northeast Atlanta, a situation that can be found in a wide stretch of the southeast. Good morning. Welcome to WeatherScope. I'm Marshall Cease. Severe weather remains a threat in the southeast after leaving up to 3 feet of water on some roads in Alabama. For the latest on the severe weather plus the snowstorm, let's join Mark Mancuso in the Forecast Center.
Thank you, Marshall. This storm's been widespread all the way from the plains into the southeast. Blizzard conditions in the plains, Arctic air being drawn southward into Texas. And we're looking at the heavy rain and the flooding and the severe weather. As we take a look at the weather map, the low pressure center intensifying over northeast Arkansas, southeast Missouri. That'll be heading northeastward, and that'll bring that heavy snow right up across Iowa into Wisconsin and northern Michigan. To the south, heavy rain. That produced all the flooding. That continues to swing its way eastward through Georgia. And now with this cold front to the west, we'll be watching for more severe storms to redevelop Alabama and Georgia later on today. Water vapor loop shows us the storm in pieces here. One piece is swirling its way up through the Mississippi Valley, another piece swirling its way down through Texas, and still a lot of jet stream energy coming on up through the southeastern United States. That southern branch of the jet stream bringing up tropical moisture, while the flow coming in off the Gulf bringing in that Gulf moisture. So the dew points are very high, lots of moisture to work with for heavy rains and thunderstorms. These dew points in the 60s to 70s, that's what we're looking for severe weather and flooding, and we've had plenty of that. As you can see, the Storms Prediction Center is still very busy. A tornado watch continues for parts of Georgia and Florida here right through the mid-afternoon hours, and probably another watch will be issued off to the west here as more storms are redeveloping here in the lower Alabama area. And I know that is the last thing you want to see, but unfortunately, take a look out here over the Gulf. See more thunderstorms developing, and they're headed right on up towards southwest Alabama. This area continues to be quite active as we're getting severe thunderstorm warnings out now in south central Georgia. The counties of Wheeler, Telfair, Jeff Davis, and Coffee all under severe thunderstorm warnings. And there you can see that line there. Take a look at that. Just blowing eastward at about 35 miles an hour or so with these storms potential for the damaging winds and hail. And then behind that, look what's happening back here. More showers and thunderstorms redeveloping as the cold upper low swings its way towards the east and as the cold front moves its way through Mississippi. Closing in on the radar for you, in Atlanta, the worst is over. The heavy rain shifting east. There you can see the severe storms down here around Wheeler and Telfair counties. And then behind that big area, heavy rain that's moving east, more showers and thunderstorms redeveloping. And in this area here, wow, we have seen tremendous amounts of rain. Look at this, Mobile, Biloxi, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 inches of rain. And we've had a lot of problems with roads being washed out, people having to be evacuated, and 2 to 3 feet of water on some of the roads in southern Alabama. In Atlanta, Georgia, this was a scene early this morning. This is the effects of about 3 inches of rain falling on saturated soils. And the quickly falling precipitation did its work to flood low-lying areas in and around the city. And if you are in a traditionally flood-prone area, expect to have high water hazards again throughout the day today, as more showers and thunderstorms will just aggravate the situation. Take a look at that Doppler radar estimated precipitation before it reset at 7 a.m. See this yellow and red area? That's where we had the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 inches of rain in southern Alabama. So flood watches continue in this part of the country, and for good reason. Well, the other part of the storm has been the cold and the snow, something you haven't seen for a while in the plains. So Johnny on the spot is Jim Cantori. He's been braving the elements. Jim, what's happening in Topeka, T-Town?
Well, it's getting a little cold here in Topeka, Mark. The winds are howling out of the north, and they are gusting at about 30, 35 miles an hour right now. Temperatures right there around freezing. We've almost got kind of like a grapple or snow pellet type precipitation element, all of which is very, very light. And you can see here at least some good news. We only got about 3.5 inches of snow, where the results are that of clear roads now, because the road crews have been out to all night and all morning plowing some of the roads. But I'll tell you, it's the wind chill down in the single digits, just making for a very, very raw day. Now, folks, I want to tell you, this does not represent the situation here in mid-America. I'm telling you right now, there's about 10 inches of snow to my north and west, where the temperatures were not only colder, but the air was also drier. So it's a light, powdery snow. It's blowing and drifting. There's drifts 4 foot to 10 foot high on Interstate 80 up toward Omaha and Lincoln right now. This is, again, the kind of snow that's very, very moist. It sticks together if I pick it up. Obviously, it's going to hold together even with a pretty good strong wind. But the snow, the consistency of that snow is a lot different the farther north and west we go. So far, so good here in Topeka. You can see the traffic's moving along this 470 corridor pretty well. We're right here near 470 and where it comes around to the backside of Topeka and meets 70 once again heading west. So all in all, Mark, not bad. Just bracing for the cold. And now, some of the coldest air of the season braced to come down for midweek. It's March, and winter finally decides to show up. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Jim. Go figure. All right, we'll show you where Jim was, and there it is, the big JC. I was drawing that on the map there while Jim was talking, and that's where he's located, right around T-Town there, about 3 inches. To the north and west, quite a different story.